Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we're going to be running Cert with the Blood Mist
Checking
halberd
your equipment.
on the ice version of it here, coming off of the heels of the Burning Disaster, trying to get that as high as possible. We're not going to be getting that quite that high here. We're going to be getting half of that, so we can get to a 45% value here on our ice, which is really good because all the enemies through here take a minus 30% to ice, so that'll get us to a 75% increase to our damage, just the fact that we're using ice. Sorry, we'll be getting 80% because we have 25 on here, 20 from the Pheon Chrome, 5 from the Charge Attack, 20 here, and 5 here, so that's 60, and then, that's 50, 25 plus 25 is 50, and then you add on the minus 30%, so you get an 80% increase to your damage. So it may not look like this 1423 is actually that good, but as you'll see here, if we pair up with Bridge, that goes up exceptionally high here to 2108. Then we have the 20% from Swift Destruction here, and then the so 2108. Let's see if I can do some math here. So 2108 times 1.8 from the 80% that we'll have on the enemies. So that's almost 4,000 damage that we have available to us in our single strike kind of capability. And since we'll be doing charge attacks here and there, we definitely need to go for as much as damage as possible here. So we'll be in a good way to absolutely wreck these fellas or these ladies, whatever. Now we will take quite a bit of damage here because our Blood Veil is equipped for crush damage, and we're doing we're getting slash and pierce, so that's going to be really bad for us, but it's okay. And then our defenses are going to go down even more with offensive order, so we'll have to really try and play to the point of not getting hit, which is, you know, kind of how we have to do it all the time, but this time especially. So now that we have everything going here, let's go for a charge attack. So you see there, that was considerable damage. Let's go for another charge attack. Okay, and it's nice that we can knock these fellas down, and we'll have to get some Ichor here so we can go for a Savage Dive or our other gifts here. And even though it is a double spin, that's okay because the damage is high enough that we can do... Oh, whoops. Okay, we'll put this guy down. Good, and this lady definitely took us for a loop there because of just the sheer amount of damage that she was able to do. So let's go ahead and heal up here. Now that will be absolutely one of our downfalls here, is our inability to actually take damage. So that's really bad, and we have to make sure we have some kind of form of ice running at all times here, so we can make sure that we get that increase in our damage, because even if you have 5% ice running, you still get the extra 30% from the enemy here. So it's really important to maintain at least some kind of ice at all times. Whoops, going through here. Okay. Definitely wasted all the Ichor and both gifts there on this fine specimen, so how nice for me. But that is how you can start to stack up ice against all the enemies here, is to look for, you know, better and different ways to make sure that that you have access to you know, being able to put out the damage on the enemy, while at the same time being able to not play into the enemy's weakness. Play into their weakness, not into their strength. But that is kind of a very strange, different way to think about going into the enemies, is to not necessarily do all of your damage from the actual card value, but playing into the enemy's weaknesses as well, while at the same time being able to get a huge amount of ability just from the fact that the enemies have that weakness available to them. So kind of interesting. There we go. Almost got all of them there. Ouch. Okay. Definitely get bridge going, and we do have our ice active, so we're able to activate this guy's weakness of minus 30% ice. We could also go for a frost cartridge. Oh, let's go for a launch for sure. That'll probably kill. Yep. Okay. And that's a great way to make sure that you are getting the damage out that you need to. Is just see there, 11,000 damage. Not because we actually have 11,000 damage or anything like that, but because we are playing into the ice value of the enemy here. Okay, so let's go for this and charge. So that is where you can start to really tear apart the enemy in a whole lot of ways. Is just the fact that you're able to play into that weakness. You're able to stack up the different elements against these ladies in different ways, and you're able to really put the damage out when necessary. Oops. Okay. All right, and up here we'll go for tormenting or circular cleaver. Okay, and then we'll go for a charge since we can hit both, and that's kind of our big AoE. But circular cleaver is definitely nice for that wonderful knockdown kind of mechanic that it has built in, and so that really helps us. That really helps us get able to take on kind of AoE concerns when we need them. Okay, and let's go for an overhead chop. Okay, and we'll go for as many things here as we can because gift extension is active from White Mia, so it's a good time to go for it. Okay, and let's go for. Whoops. Okay, we're dead. Thanks, Mia. Ouch, and we're dead. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever, game. Oh man, sometimes you just can't take it because of how your blood veil has literally no defenses because of going for that inability here to actually have damage resistance because of our blood veil being so weak to slash and pierce, which is everything we are going up against is slash and pierce. But the sheer amount of damage that affords us out of our blood veil because of bridge is definitely worth it here. Okay, we almost killed this guy. Good, and we'll go for some more Ichor here. So when you're running the Blood Mist Halberd, it's definitely one of the more obscure weapons to be using in the game, just because of the fact of how it's a strength halberd, but it's very light, and it's very weird that it has a lot lower multipliers than a lot of the other halberds. Okay, definitely took a bad hit there for sure, but it can do very well in very specific scenarios, as we see here with Ice Slash being more of a requirement than an option for this area. And if you do go for what we have here, going for Ice Slash versus these pretty purple ladies and purple fellas and the big red fellas as well, you can actually do some really decent damage overall, where you might not have expected it in the past to come from these kinds. Whoops, wrong button. To come from these kinds of different scenarios. Okay, so let's go for as much Ichor recovery here as we can, and let's get the invasion. Now, obviously, the invasions are hard. That's why we do them, so that way we, know how to play. So that we'll see here what we can do. Good, we got both of those. Okay, let's go for a charge. Good, we'll knock them down. That's always, always, always nice. Go for these guys. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. And that is where, you know, these very, very wide, big, sweeping strikes can come in very, very handy, is the fact that we have kind of, sort of, limited AoE built into our setup here, just because of circular cleaver and everything else. Okay, let's go for a launch. We'll get both of them up, but that's okay. It'll at least afford us some time here. Okay, good enough. We'll go for a circular cleaver. Okay, and that is that invasion. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward for the Blood Mist halberd. Definitely didn't expect to skip the last dude. That's pretty cool that we were able to skip him. I feel pretty good about that for sure. As you see though, we do have some minor ichor concerns here as our gifts run out. We're definitely not able to, you know, hang with the big boys on this one for sure, just because of the fact that we're not able to we're not able to really do anything too consistent here to get ichor back, because we're dumping everything into serious amounts of damage. Yeah, make sure I'm healthy. Okay, thanks, Mia. Okay, but our backstabs do have, whoops, a little bit of ichor recovery, but definitely need blood-sucking blades in order to have any chance here of doing anything versus anybody. Okay, we'll go for an overhead chop. So you can see there that just adding that extra 5% ice really helps us get the damage out on those ladies. So we're able to really damage them effectively and easily, just because of the fact that we're able to add that little bit of ice to our overall damage. Because if we didn't add that ice, we would be missing out on a huge amount of damage potential. Okay, so before the Gilded Hunter fight here, this is going to be a really difficult, long, drawn-out, problematic fight in the worst way here. So we'll have to really be on the top of our game to actually get through him, because he is a very fast boy, and he's probably going to kill Mia in the first, or very near the first phase. Okay, we'll go for another charge, because why not? Okay. And so we'll have to really be watching out for ourselves here, especially because offensive order is gonna take us into a bad place here, where we have literally no no defenses. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. Thanks, Mia. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go for a charge. Good. And we got a little bit of ichor here, so Mia's probably gonna be dead here in a second. Yep. Oh, and I'm dead in a second because I didn't get the dodge off in time. But you can see in phase 2 here is the time to really pour on the ice. We definitely don't want to be doing slash, we want to be doing pierce, but that's okay. We're able to actually keep up with him fairly well overall. We'll go for the charge now because Mia gave us her gift extension there. So we'll go for a couple things here to make use of gift extension before we get into the fight. Whoops, I missed her. Okay, that was weird. We'll go for the knockdown here. And hopefully we didn't aggro the other lady. That's good. We'll go for a bridge. Okay, we still have our ice. Oh, whoops. We still have our ice up and running here. That's good. And you can see just how much we chop through her here because of having that ice value active during the fight. So it's really, really, really good and important, very, very important to have it active. Our haze is over here. Okay, and here we go. Well, into the lion's den we go. Okay. Oops. I don't know. I was still doing some kind of heavy attack there. That was weird. Okay. Good. Getting some good damage out there on him. Ouch. And we're dead. Mia. Nice. Okay, Mia's dead. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna die. Let's go ahead and heal up here. Ouch. Okay. Definitely need that ice up, and we definitely don't need to be hit in the face. But yeah, this is the difficult part of this, not the adventuring part. It's the it's actually getting through this boy, just because of the fact that he hits so hard, he's so fast, and we have a fairly slow kind of a weapon. So we gotta really be careful about that overall. Mia is exceptionally squishy here, so that doesn't do us any favors either. Now we probably should go for some kind of healing gift here for her, but that's okay. We'll keep this, and we should be able to get through it easy enough, right? There we go. Okay, get some bridge to glory going here. I can't dodge, apparently, because we're stuck in the double swing animation. Wow, he's down already, huh? Okay. Ouch. Okay, we'll heal now in phase 1, so we don't have to deal with him killing us in phase 2 right away. And we're dead because of offensive order. Thanks, Mia. She's dead here in a second. Unless we can get him to stagger down again. Okay, nope, can't get him to stagger down. Ouch. Mia's dead. Yep. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's get ice back up here. Ouch. Okay. Oh man, this is the pain. This is absolutely the pain. And if we don't go for offensive order, that would be better, obviously, because then we wouldn't be slapped around so hard. And we could actually go for a healing item here. But that's the whole point of going for a cert, is that you get access to 20% increase in your damage, but you have to make sure that you just don't get hit. And that is very, very difficult when you're running a fairly slow-ish type of a weapon versus the Gilded Hunter with literally no defenses against his attacks. So that makes it very difficult in that kind of a way. Okay, so good. We're up and mostly ready here overall. And let's give it another whack at it. Okay, we'll get some ichor here. Get some ichor there. We'll go for ice. Okay. Get our gifts going here. Okay. Nice. Oh, I dodged at absolutely the wrong time. Nice try, Mia. but that was a dumb move on my part, so sorry about that. But the Gilded Hunter, he
You're really
gains
okay.
that ice weakness in phase 2 and extreme pierce weakness in phase 2 as well. And unfortunately, we can't take advantage of his pierce weakness at the moment. But phase 2 is when you really want to pour on the ice, not phase 1. But because we have such an overwhelmingly huge amount of ice value available to us, we're able to really do good things overall in phase 1 anyways. Okay. There we go.
I feel more effective already.
Now this weapon does have a considerable amount of balance damage that it has available to it, so that's very nice to know. Okay. And that is where the halberd can come in nice, is with these kind of distance ranged attacks here. Okay, let's back up here. Ooh. Mia is still alive. Look at her doing the dodges. What? Ouch. Okay, she's gonna be dead now. Okay, I can get her back. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal there. It probably doesn't matter. Man, he's so fast. Okay, Mia. Thank you. Okay, and let's go ahead and just heal up Mia. This will be a good opportunity to just heal up. That's when we should have been wailing on him, but that's okay. Okay. Alright, and there we go. Okay, so yeah, definitely worth it there to bring Mia along and get through him, you know, as much as we could in phase 2 to continue to put on the pressure onto him as well. But yeah, the Blood Mist Halberd is a pretty strange, unique thing, but because it has a pretty wide slash pattern around it, it pairs very well with Circular Cleaver and Savage Dive, and the fact that you can put yourself, you can dodge out of combat because your quick mobility here at just below the threshold here for cert with Revenant's Ambition, that gives you the ability to dodge out, but then at the same time, because of these two, you can dash or kind of jump onto the enemy again, back into the action very quickly, and then hit them with both of these fairly quickly, because Savage Dive can be canceled into Circular Cleaver, especially with gift accelerators here. Let me show you. And if we go for not this, but if we go for the increased gift speed here, okay, and then we go Savage Dive, and you see there we were able to cancel into into Circular Cleaver. So that's really good if you're trying to you know, get out on the enemy very fast. Now you don't get the very excellent second attack on this, because you have to wait for the second attack to happen, but as soon as you hit the ground you can cancel into another gift. So if you had something like Cloak of Winter, you could even cancel into something like this, which would mean you could go like that, and it would just put you close and then do a blast of ice, something like that. Those are good ways to you know, kind of get some of that damage out on the enemy. I could show you kind of here how that would look. Okay, so here, whoops, oh, we didn't have enough Ichor after we jumped in on her, because I am an idiot. Okay, so let's do that again, and I'll show you here. Okay, so gift accelerators are pretty amazing, but when you when you use them in conjunction with other things like this. There you go. So that's kind of how you can jump onto the enemy and then cancel into a gift. Now, if you cancel into a faster gift, something like Circular Cleaver or something like that, that has a very quick startup time with a pretty nice amount of damage overall, then it works out even that much better. Okay, so we go for these here. So not as much damage, obviously, but it gets you the knockdown on these low balance enemies, and it gets you the ability to follow up very quickly and easily and simply with whatever gift you kind of want to go for. So yeah, definitely interesting, definitely intriguing. It's not you know, top tier of the crazy amounts of damage or whatever, but when you use kind of the right methods for it and the right places for it, it actually does quite well, just because of the fact that we're playing into, again, that 30% extra weakness, and the enemies here are weak to slash as well, 10%. So we're getting a huge increase in our damage right off the bat. Excuse me, so 1.1 times 1.3, we're already getting a 43% increase to our damage right off the bat here uh, from just using the Blood Mist Halberd if we have ice on it, which we do because we have this ice here. So we're getting a 50% increase in our damage just from the fact that we're using the Blood Mist Halberd with Fion Chrome. So that's 50% there, 70% there, 75% here, and 80% from the Halberd charge attack itself. So that's pretty good when you're fighting just the regular enemies through here to have an 80% increase in your damage. And if we were able to get rid of this and go for ice buff, then we could get up to 90%. Now, last time we said fire gets the highest at 90%, but this does get pretty high only because of the enemies' weakness to ice, not because of what you actually get out here on the card. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. A little bit of discussion here about the some of the DLC stuff and how you can use them and how you can integrate them into your run, and how to continually look for those weaknesses to pair them up for these kind of obscure weapons that you may not think of being that great. So anyways, thank you all, and we'll see you tomorrow.